Hello, everyone. I hope you're doing amazing. Happy Freedom Friday. Let's talk about the obvious. I am not at Disney, but at work, there is a theme for every day of May, and today is May 1st, the first day of the best month in the year. Um, and the theme at work was dreaming of vacation. So I have this Disney hat that I purchased on a family vacation 2 years ago. And I thought it was so cute when I saw it, but I never wore it because I was like, where am I going to wear this except for whenever I go back to Disney? Or like if I go to a Disney themed birthday party or something. But when they said dreaming of vacation, it was the first thing that popped in my head. Like, oh, I have a Disney hat. Yeah, and it's super cute. It's Minnie Mouse. So yeah, that's why I'm wearing the hat. But what I want to talk about today pertains to the month of May and something that the Lord has so strategically and intentionally been teaching me over the past 2 years. So around end of April 2024, I was coming towards the end of a long season of like intense prayer and fasting, like just concentrated consecration in this season. And as I was pushing through to the end of it, I was so looking forward to May. My birthday is in May. And, Mother's Day and other celebrations are in May, but particularly my birthday, I was really looking forward to resting, enjoying nice dining, birthday cake, things of that nature. And right before May comes in, the leader of a particular group that I was doing like fasting and prayers with was calling another fast. And just because I'm like, once I'm in there, a person like that, I was just about to impulsively join this next fast that they were about to do, knowing that I was getting ready to go into my rest season, my birthday month, my enjoy and celebrate. But it was almost like chronically, like I have to do these. Even though I knew like I was supposed to take this break in May, it was like, oh, okay, well, I am going to show the Lord that I am willing to sacrifice to align with Him and to hear from Him, and I am going to fast through my birthday month. This is what was in my head. And I think a part of me didn't even get disappointed that, like, oh man, I'm about to, commit to doing something during a time where I had already planned to celebrate and rest and relax. And maybe a week before the new month came in, I remember as clear as day, because I was like getting my, just working ahead of time, getting things together to prepare myself to do this next fast. And so, I was journaling, writing in my journal about the kind of like, okay, Lord, what are we, what's our focus? What are we? And I started to feel like I just it was like a vexation. I just felt vexed. And I didn't know why. I felt like I had not felt that feeling either before or maybe I had felt it, but not about doing something of a spiritual nature, unto God. And it was just the oddest feeling. And I remember, praying and thinking like, oh, it's just the enemy trying to discourage you. But as I actually started to talk to the Lord and just like put aside all of my planning and labor and just worship, I heard in my heart as clear as day. I didn't tell you to do that about the fast. I didn't tell you to do that fast. And I was like, okay, maybe I didn't hear that right. But it was resounding. I didn't tell you to do that fast. I did not tell you to do that fast. And so I was like, okay. Well, Lord, are you telling me that you don't want me to do the fast? But it wasn't, there wasn't no extra prompting inclination. I didn't tell you to do that fast, is what I heard. And as I, like closed up my prayer time, put the notebook away, and went to go to sleep, if I don't put like my phone down, I will play something in my ears, whether it is music or sermons or listening to the Bible, audio Bible. So I open my YouTube month. I open my YouTube app, and the first thing that popped up on my feed was Dr. Alexis. And now I love Dr. Alexis. I think she's amazing and she's a powerful woman of God. But at the time, I hadn't been watching her. I hadn't seen any of her content in a while, probably months. So she wasn't really on my algorithm. And y'all know how YouTube and all of the other things work. It depends on what you're watching, what you'll start to see more. So Dr. Alexis hadn't been on my algorithm in months. And her topic was about May being a month of rest. And I knew that God was using that to confirm for me what he had already put in my heart. Because in previous years, I had not really thought about like, oh, this is a month of rest for me. Like for years on end, May has always been like, exciting for my birthday, but also like it's time to push, it's time to press. From being in school. Like May is not your rest month, hun. June might be, but you don't rest in May. So this was like my second year finishing my doctoral program. The previous year, I wasn't on that. So I knew the Lord had put inside of me to really be intentional about resting in May. But as soon as I heard like, oh, this fast, you need to do this fast is coming up, I didn't even think about it. I impulsively jumped on it. But the Lord corrected me. Not because it would have been bad for me to do the fast, but because my instruction was actually to rest. And he brought that reminder around again for me before I could plan and do all of this labor for something that he didn't tell me to do in that season. So this May, again, the message has been to rest, literally, for the month of May. And again, I'm not saying these things out loud, so maybe the phone is picking up patterns from 2 years ago, who knows? But I thought it was very interesting that a preacher that I have been watching more consistently lately, a series that he did months or maybe even years ago about resting in God starts popping up on my feed. And I'm like, Lord, when you want me to know and you want me to be reminded or assured that you are talking to me, you use voices that I have grown to trust, that are bringing a message that I need to hear. So I pray this has encouraged you. If you're someone who's about to jump into all of these laborious things, trying to please God, and it's out of season, this might be a time for you to lean into what does it really mean for you to rest in God and trust in God. It doesn't mean don't be responsible, but don't try to earn his goodness.